Hello. Well, I'm just coming up to my 2-month anniversary of my time here at Balliol. I've had a wonderful welcome from everybody at the college, and I've made a point of meeting as many people as I possibly can. Undergraduates, graduates, of course all the fellows and lecturers. And I had the serendipitous chance to meet many alumni when I was over in the United States, I think a week into my time here. As you probably know, my career before my arrival here was predominantly in the public sector. I was a civil servant for 33 years and for the last 5 years headed Europe's biggest conservation charity, the National Trust. I read history here as an undergraduate and then did a master's in 6th century Italian history. I've lived here for 40 years with my husband, who's a fellow of St. Anne's, and my family. So in some sense, I feel as though I've come home and have the great advantage now that rather than having to commute around the country, I can just cycle to work, cycle up St. Aldate's to get to the master's study here. Why did I think of coming back to Oxford and particularly to Balliol? I think it's a very challenging and exciting time to be involved in higher education. In all of my career, I've been interested not just in working in areas that interested me, that had intellectual stimulation, but also where I felt that there was something to do to serve the public good. At this time, with all the challenges of austerity, of globalisation, and of course the impact, particularly on a university like Oxford, of Brexit, it would be a time where I could both learn and perhaps help in the future of the university. And why Balliol? When I thought of all the Oxford colleges, the reputation that Balliol has, academic excellence, a sense of social responsibility and intellectual independence, was one that I felt suited me perhaps best of all. And I have to say, I haven't at all been disappointed. And I wanted to work with young people, have that sense of energy and optimism, and that there are so many possibilities in the world that at this stage in my career I thought would be a wonderful thing. Of course, lots of people have asked me, what are my ambitions for Balliol? What am I going to focus on? What are my ambitions for my legacy here? To be honest, at the moment, and for a few months more, I'm spending most of my time listening to alumni. Many alumni filled in a very, very helpful survey of their views on what we should be focusing on, and that gives me lots of food for thought. There are obvious issues that I have to focus on. The question of access, ensuring that, and we are a college that over the centuries has welcomed an enormously diverse range of people from around the world, but ensuring that we continue to welcome the most talented students at undergraduate and graduate level from the United Kingdom and abroad. And of course, I've got to complete some of the projects that Drummond Bone, my wonderful predecessor, set in train, completing the building at the Master's Field, and very importantly, in terms of our reputation for academic excellence, making sure we put our career development fellows on a sound financial footing. So those are some of the things that I'll be focusing on, but when I've been here a few more months, I'll be able to let you know what my priorities are going forward. Thank you very much.